يا ليت الورد ما يذبل، يا ليت الدمع ما ينزل، يا ليت الدنيا تصفى لي لا تشيل واتحمل. دموعي صارت حروفي، حياتي انجرح وازعل، حرام الناس تجرحني وجرحي بالصبر يدمل.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. I begin in the name of Allah, our Creator, and I send peace and salutations upon the Prophet Muhammad, his family and his companions. I'd like to start by welcoming you all with Islamic greetings. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, which in Arabic means peace be upon you all and God's mercy and blessings. The Islamic Society of King's College, London, would like to welcome you warmly to the lecture entitled Environmental Problems, Islamic Solutions. And this lecture is part of an initiative by ISOC, the University of London Union Islamic Society, the initiative which is the Green Campaign as part of Green Week. This initiative aims to increase student awareness of environmental and global issues surrounding our environment. And so this lecture is part of a host of activities that we've run over the different campuses at King's today. We had schools, we've had discussions with a lot of students, raising student awareness about these green issues, and we hope that this lecture will also help play a part in raising even more awareness. And the lecture will be focused on the part that Islam has to play in giving us solutions to what are global problems. So, to the format of today's talk, we will have a short introduction to who ISOC are and the purpose of the Green Campaign. We will then have that followed by the main talk, which should last around 45 minutes. There will then be a question and answer session, which should last between 20 to 25 minutes. And these will be written questions, so we'll be giving out paper to all attendees. So if anyone has a question, this will be strictly written down. And questions we want to pertain to the topic. Anything not on the topic, we will not entertain. We do also have stalls outside where you can get more literature and refreshments and find out more about Islamic perspective on the environment. And also, finally, for those students who wish to attend the Leaders Dinner, we'll also have an opportunity for people to buy the tickets at the end for those who wish to attend. Okay, so without further ado, I'd like to hand over to our Islamic Society representative, who will very shortly introduce ISOC and the Green Campaign.
Just very briefly, what is ISOC? ISOC is a student organization in London, and I'll tell you the exact words that one of the former ISOCers told me, where he said that this is really, to put it in a more youthful fashion, this is your matrix moment, right? Because it's time for you to choose whether you want to take the red pill or whether you want to take the blue pill. This is your time. This is your choice, whether you want to make a difference or whether you want to be cheerleading on the sideline. And that's really what ISOC is all about. Our main objective is, of course, unity. All of you know this through Charity Week, right? KCL came second, inshallah it'll come first. I'm sure someone is working very hard to make sure that happens, inshallah. But Charity Week is just one example. And through these examples, so we have Charity Week, another initiative is Outreach, where we try to uplift Muslim students educationally. I just came from an outreach yesterday where there were children around the corner from my medical school, and they were they're in year 11 and they didn't even know what GCSE was. And they're around the corner from medical students who will inshallah have a good future. But these very people in the deprived area, they didn't even know what GCSEs were. And these were Muslims. So this is an example of outreach. Then you have Green Week or Green Campaign. Again, it's another initiative by Youth Aswad. And time again, Aswad News is headed by two KCL sisters, mashallah. So time and time again, we're trying to show that unity is not an ideal. It's not an airy-fairy, pie-in-the-sky rhetoric. This is something that can be achieved. And in Charity Week, it was achieved in 1 week. In Outreach, it will be achieved once every month. In Aswad News, it will be achieved in a monthly magazine. In Green Campaign, it will be achieved by taking care of the environment. And not just Muslims just showing that, yeah, we care about the environment as well. No, we want to be at the forefront, inshallah. So this is what really Youth Aswad is all about. That this is really your matrix moment. If you want to make a difference, and you want to make a difference in the best possible way to the most amount of people, in the most effective fashion, then really Youth Aswad is one of the best avenues for you, inshallah. Join the forums, www.youthaswad.com. There's a Unity blog. Join the forums, give your input, inshallah, and really make a difference. Sorry, secondly, I know I'm taking too much time, but there's a street makeover taking place this Saturday. There should be a form going around for the brothers and the sisters. If you can't get a form, just get in touch with your Green Week representative, Omar. Again, street makeover, brothers are going down, they're clearing up litter on Plaistow, and sisters are holding stalls, brothers and sisters are holding stalls in Green Street, where they're going to have green milkshakes and green food, organic food. So the brothers will be picking up litter and the sisters will be making milkshakes. Maybe it's training for their married life. Again, this is a practical example. We're not just talking about we want to take care of the environment or we want to be at the forefront. We're practically showing you, look, Muslims are picking up litter. Now leave with this example. There was, last year SOAS took part in the Green Campaign. And a non-Muslim actually approached one of their brothers and sisters and said, is cleaning part of your faith? Because they were literally sweeping their campus. And they actually approached us and said, is it a part of our faith? And of course we pointed them to the hadith in Sahih Bukhari, where it says that removing something harmful from the road is the lowest branch of Iman. So that non-Muslim was amazed. This is a part of your faith. Here you have Muslims who are cleaning the campus, sweeping the campus. Right? We're not just going to throw litter and wherever, who cares? No, we're responsible individuals, and what we want is what is best for society, inshallah. So we all have common interests, and Islam is obviously a common solution. So this is the example we're trying to put forward, inshallah. So please join the Youth Aswad forums and give your input, and if you want to take part in the street makeover, sign in, put your email address, your number, inshallah, or get in touch with your Green Week representative. Inshallah, we can make this happen.
Thank you very much. Okay, so moving on to our main talk by our speaker, Sheikh Dr. Abdullah Hakim quick. So very quickly, a bit about the speaker. Sheikh Abdullah was born in the United States of America, and he embraced Islam in Canada in 1970. He pursued his study of Islam at the Islamic University of Medina in Saudi Arabia, where he attained an ijaza, which is authorization and certification for teaching. This was from the College of Da'wah and Islamic Sciences in 1979. He later completed a master's degree at the University of Toronto in Canada and a doctorate in African history. And his thesis was an analysis of the early life of Sheikh Uthman Dan Fodio, a great West African scholar and social activist. Sheikh Abdullah has served as Imam, teacher and counsellor in the USA, Canada and the West Indies. For 3 years he contributed to the religious page of Canada's leading newspaper. He also travelled to over 55 countries in his time on lecture, research and educational tours. And he's also made appearances on Islam Channel, Huda TV, Peace TV, and conferences world over in Canada, the USA, UK, and India, Australia.